different reasons. And we thank you for giving us the opportunity here today to speak more about that with you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I always said like between COVID and the war starting and everything and the market going down, like we need a little break. And I feel this little uptrend that we're seeing is gonna remind people of the great things that everybody's trying to build here. So without further ado, guys, welcome to this great AMA. I've already started the recording, and Dizzle, if you can, please start the TG recording as well. We have Nemesis Downfall in here today. We got a bunch of members from the team. So without further ado, guys, if you want to give us a quick breakdown of the team and your sort of experience with the in crypto. I know you guys have some really amazing people on the team. So yeah, take it away, guys.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks again for having us. My name is Cam. I'm the CEO of the project. We have, like you said, we have most of our team here today, which is awesome. So you're going to be able to hear from everybody today. We have a pretty extensive background in crypto as a team. My background is in business development. I've been in the crypto world for many years. Really as a trader. I come from a business background, but I studied economics. So, I've been a trader in crypto for many years. We got involved in a couple of projects. Last year, we started a pretty notable meme coin project called Doge 2. We did really well with that. It was kind of our first entrance into the space. And we did it as a community building mechanism, and we did really well. We got a really nice community together through Doge 2, and we ended up on the front page of the Wall Street Journal. We were in the NASDAQ. We made the rounds. We were in Yahoo Finance. So we did very, very well. And we said, we're going to keep building with Doge 2, but there's so many other opportunities here to get into. And we had made some great connections in the crypto space. And Jake, who's our CTO, Jake's from the UK. I think he's in here. And you'll be able to hear from him later. But he is he's an incredibly smart guy. He's been developing games for nearly a decade. He taught at university. He's been involved in a couple of different gaming companies, including one that he started called Games Interactive. And we connected about a year ago now. And really, we've been conceiving Nemesis Downfall ever since. And now we're on the cusp of our launch here. Charlie, our COO, we met through Doge 2, and Charlie has a great background in film production. He worked in Hollywood a number of years. So he has that production background, which is so important. There's so many moving pieces when it comes to putting a game together. People don't realize the level of difficulty and the level of detail it takes. And all the different moving pieces that we've had to pull together to make this such an exciting team and such an exciting project. And then on the marketing side, we have Raf and we have Bav, who you've been dealing with. Bav, he's been around since Doge 2, and we have Hugo, and those guys are just so good with the communication. So we have a very well-rounded team here. We're very proud of our team, and we're proud of what we've been able to accomplish so far. As far as Nemesis goes, it's very exciting because we're all gamers, and we've identified the problem that in the crypto space, we've found that the games are kind of subpar, and I think most people would agree with that. You have some wildly popular games like Axie, and it's so unfortunate to hear about the hack that happened earlier today, but I'm sure they'll rectify that, but isn't that such a shame? But you have projects like Axie, and all, I have such respect for them, and they've done so many good things with their program, and they've helped a lot of people, I think, offering, especially in Southeast Asia and that community. Many people are, participating in that community and doing very well and supporting their families and supplementing their income through the game. But Axie isn't that great of a game, right? It wouldn't be competitive in the mainstream gaming realm. And I would say that goes for most of the games in the play to earn space. The games themselves are very mediocre. In terms of gameplay, they're not very good. They're not going to attract people who are looking to play a cutting edge game. They're going to attract people who are looking to earn some money playing a game. And that's why these games have people playing them, because they're looking to earn money. They're play to earn games. Now we said, what if you take the concept of a play to earn game and you kind of cross that into something that's of the caliber and of the quality of a mainstream game, something like Halo, Call of Duty, Fortnite, these wildly popular battle royale titles that everybody knows and everybody plays. And that's exactly what we're doing here with Nemesis Downfall, is that we have an incredible development team, as I said, led by Jake, our CTO. We have a really good team of programmers in-house at our company, Nemesis Studios. And that's another thing that separates us, is that we have our own in-house game studio. We're not on Fiverr hiring people. We have artists and programmers in-house. So that really allows us to keep costs low. It allows us to keep quality high and to do a great job. So that's a little background about our company. We can get deeper into the specifics, into the details of the game throughout this
Yeah.
call, but that's a little background.
Yeah, it sounds great. I was actually looking through the pitch deck, and I knew you guys are an amazing team. So I wanted to give you a chance to give everybody a breakdown of that. And definitely, I can. I feel what you're saying when you say that some of these play to earn games are a little easy and not competitive at all, and maybe just there as a small gimmick to I don't know, hold some investors' hands, right? And uh, what happens is when you get a team that has real life experience with dealing with games, with dealing with real life marketing, right? Then you can actually build something really cool. So I was looking at the website. I saw the trailer. I saw everything. So maybe you can give us a high level overview of the game, and then we can go into how the P2E works and all the different game modes that you have planned and all the good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So as I said, our first iteration of the game is going to be a battle royale. So, you're going to be able to immediately hop right into playing the free to earn version of the game, the free to play to earn version, I should say. So it's going to be as simple as this. Say I'm somebody who has no familiarity with crypto whatsoever. I can go right to our website. I can create a login using my email, very straightforward, very easy. That login is going to immediately create a crypto wallet. So one of our key objectives for Nemesis Downfall is to appeal to the mainstream gaming community, because crypto is very small in terms of market cap, right? We're in the crypto world, but when you take a step outside of crypto, it's a $2 trillion market cap right now. It's very small. Uh, the market cap of the mainstream gaming realm is massive. Fortnite and Call of Duty, these are multi-billion-dollar a year generating businesses. And those are just two businesses that I named in a sea of businesses that make up the market cap of gaming. It's a massive market cap. It's bigger than the movie industry. So we want to make it very easy and straightforward for people to start playing Nemesis Downfall. So for most people who don't have a clue about crypto, it's as easy as, hey, I'm going to log in, I'm going to put my email in, I'm going to put my password in, boom, I'm in the game. I have a crypto wallet immediately. I can start playing. So you enter battle royale situation. For people on the crypto side who are very familiar with crypto, another thing that we want to do is appeal to them, of course. So we all know that crypto is a very social place, and everybody has their allegiances to particular projects. So, for example, I might be super passionate about Dogecoin. You might be really passionate about Sheep. We're on Twitter. there's a bit of a rivalry with some of these communities. So we want to play into that a little bit with our game. So you're going to be able to play, with your community, and you're going to be able to wear the colors and armor and skins, and represent your community with your logo in this game. So playing into that social element a little bit is very important for us as well. So connecting those two pieces and those two communities, the mainstream and uh, the crypto world of gaming is very important. So it's as easy as hopping into the game. You're going to be able to participate in this battle royale situation. It's going to be a straightforward battle royale. So you get into the game. Maybe like I said, I'm on the Doge side, you're on the Sheeb side, and you can get together with your community, battle it out for rewards. The interesting thing about this is that those skins that I mentioned, along with weapons in the game, armor, they're all going to be NFTs, and they're all going to have a monetary value. So, say you're, on the Sheeb side, and I kill you, and you drop, something. You could either drop cryptocurrency, or maybe you drop an NFT that's useful in the game. These are second generation NFTs that actually have a purpose, moving away from, just the JPEG NFTs that are namely used for artistic purposes. These NFTs are going to have a purpose. They're going to be usable in the game, and they're going to have value outside of the game as well. So, I kill you, I take your NFT. Um, Charlie, I don't know if you're here, but I don't know if do you want to talk about the escape from Tarkov element?
Uh,
I was actually reading about that. It sounds super interesting.
yeah,
That's
I
one of
can.
the things that I got excited. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I
Go
can.
ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about it. And I think Jake's on the call as well. I think I saw him pop in, so he can chime in a little bit about this as well. So we're gonna have kind of an escape from Tarkov element where there'll be escape zones. So the idea here, and this is something that you won't see in any kind of game to date, is if you're running around and you find a rare NFT, say you open a chest, and then a rare NFT pops out, and you've seen that NFT say on the marketplace, and it's worth a lot of money. It could be worth $500, $600, and you have it, and you're like, oh, well, I need to get out of here. Like, I need to leave the game. It wouldn't end the game per se, but your team would leave. But you'd have to convince your entire team to leave, and it adds a whole nother dynamic to the gameplay of you and politics within the game itself. So you have to convince your team to leave with you, and say, okay, I'll give you a cut of whatever this sells at. I'll give you a percentage of it, and then your team's like, okay, fine, we'll run to an escape zone, but that NFT is not yours until you leave the game. So there's still that element of like, the element of trying to get it and get out of the game, so you have that NFT, but you can still die from another team, and that team then takes your NFT that you found. So it's a really interesting dynamic that no other game right now can do. Which we're really excited about having in this in our game in Nemesis Downfall.
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
definitely.
it's a,
Like, is like you said earlier, the game is intricate enough for a normal user, right? Because sure, you have the whole crafting system with modular parts and all this stuff, but for a crypto user, well, they'll realize stuff like you just mentioned. Oh, wait, that's not just a thing that I'm putting on my weapon or some skin. This is something that has real value, and I can trade it and I can use it. And then for people that are listening and have no idea what Escape from Tarkov is, it's basically you're put in a huge arena with a lot of players, and then it's a you have to basically survive and forage around, find upgrades, find weapons, find everything you need, and then at the end of the game, as I mentioned, the escape is probably you'll have to go to a certain area. And if I haven't seen this introduced yet, but it's super interesting to see the dynamic that this can build, right? Because you could be joining there with some of your friends, but maybe if you're joining with a team of people that you don't really know, maybe they'll want to cut of the pie, as you've mentioned. So it's really super interesting the way you've built it. And I'm curious about the NFTs. How is it gonna work? Is it all gonna be put up straight from the start, or are you starting with some NFTs that are, I don't know, player models first, and then you'll introduce the weapons and then the crafting system, or how will these stages look like?
Jake, are you available to take that one?
I can see Jake has unmuted himself, but I can't hear him.
He's probably trying to get the mic operational. You know, he's best qualified to answer that question.
Oh,
Hello?
there you go. Yeah, we can hear you now.
I changed my microphone. Okay, so there's going to be two different types of NFTs that will be introduced into the game. One will be kind of purely play around through gameplay, and that's the kind of the main way that we want to give value back to players, is rather than us minting NFTs and selling them and doing large sales, we'll have players earn them through our free-to-play game. And then we will do kind of like how Fortnite and Call of Duty sell cosmetic skins. All of the kind of cosmetic things will be done through an NFT sale at wherein. And those will be mostly character skins that you'll be able to buy skins for the team that you want to play in and just kind of customize your character there. And one of the big things we really want to kind of discuss and focus on is the way that the free-to-play version of the game is going to kind of interact with the pay-to-play version. So when you play for free, you'll be able to go into the world, and when you first start playing, you'll have almost nothing, like just some basic weapons, maybe like a pistol or something like that. And you'll have to go into the world and explore and open chests and find new weapons to kind of upgrade your character. And then you can use these items in the pay-to-play version, which will be you'll kind of pay an entry fee to play the game. Maybe it will be $5 or $10. And if there's 100 total players in the game, then that gives you the chance to earn from a prize pool that's around 100 times your original stake. But you'll obviously want to have the best weapons and best equipment to go into that game. So the kind of free-to-play players can play that game and earn NFTs and then sell that to fund the people that want to play the pay-to-play version.
I like what I'm hearing. So basically, there's no I don't know, pay to win mechanic, because at the end of the day, you'll have to be good at the game, because you might encounter someone that's playing the game that has played for free, but they're better than you. And if I'm understanding correctly, they're probably like when you kill someone or something like that, you can get to loot them. So you might end up with some really cool NFTs just by roaming around and catching someone off guard. Is that going to be the case?
Pretty much, yeah. There won't be like there'll be like some people that just want to join the game and pay to buy the best weapons from other players. And in that way, it might be a little bit pay to win, but there's also the chance to earn those items yourself by playing the free to play game. So if you do decide to pay, it's not like you're getting an advantage over other people. You're just buying items that other players have earned through playing the game normally.
Yeah, gotcha. And I also like the fact that you've said like people can pay some tokens to actually get into this huge game and then potentially win a lot more. So I'm guessing there's going to be some sort of a leaderboard, or is it going to be like winner takes all, or are there going to be like a combination of these?
So each game will be separate in terms of there'll be, say, 100 players that might pay $10 each. That would give a prize pool of $1,000 total. So that $1,000 would be split amongst the winning team, or if there's one player left and you end up winning, then you could end up taking that whole prize pool yourself.
Gotcha. Yeah, it sounds good. And like the number one thing that I look for, like I know we've talked about X Infinity and all this before. Like one of the key features I feel in any play to earn game is to create some sort of a token sink, so to speak, right? Where people actually, instead of cashing out their tokens, they're actually incentivized to, I don't know, buy some upgrades or buy some loot boxes or spend the actual token in some way in the game rather than just taking it out of the system. So I'm curious, what kind of mechanisms do you have like this for people to spend their tokens and get ahead, I guess?
We're integrating like a battle pass type system. So our one will be called the Nemesis Pass, and the idea is that you'll pay some Nemesis tokens or lock away some tokens, and that will unlock different tiers of like a battle pass. And then through playing the game and just leveling up your character, you'll be able to earn other kind of cosmetic items and NFTs through just playing the game and completing games and leveling up your characters. So there'll be some incentive there to lock away tokens or spend them. And we're also planning to have different variants as well for the different teams in the game. So, for example, if you're a Doge fan, then you'll be able to lock away some Nemesis tokens and combine that with some Doge tokens. And then all of your rewards from the pass will be kind of modified to be more related to the Doge 2 or Doge community, whatever team you're playing. You'll get rewards and skins that are related to that team.
Yeah, it sounds super cool. It's not only giving people the opportunity to win some free money basically, but actually to diversify their portfolio as well, which is super cool. And I like the fact that you've mentioned it's going to be like a small fee to get into each game, right? But I'm also thinking maybe if you want to take it to a tournament size, right? Or maybe a special event where people, instead of paying $5, $10, $15, maybe they each put in a $200 or $300, right, to really make it count. And if you can get maybe some professionals or semi-professionals, I know there's a lot of Twitch streamers that play shooters, and they each pitch in like a little bit, because a couple of $100 for them might mean nothing, right? And to throw it into a game, and then all of a sudden in half an hour, however long it takes for one of these games, they could potentially be making more than playing throughout a week of tournaments, right? So that gets me excited about the possibilities of what you can do with this.
Yeah, and that's hi, I'm in a comic. Hello, everyone, or Bav, and that's the beauty of it. You know, just like you said, if there's 5 of you and 3 of you are highly skilled gamers, 2 of you aren't, but those 2 know crypto space inside out, then you know you've got your advantage right there, combining all of you together and playing as the team, you know, for those larger tournaments where they have larger prize pools as well, because you know you can rely on those 3 players who have played out and spent thousands of hours playing Call of Duty and know how to get a headshot, you know, miles away from their target. Whereas others might not be as skilled, but they know their NFTs and they've done their research and they spend a lot of time looking at what's valuable, what armor to look for, what clothes, what other items, skins, whatever it might be that's of value that they can then pick up. And then again, as Charlie mentioned before, it's with the escape from Tarkov thing. It's kind of right. Okay, well we've got this now. Do we want to get out of it or not? And then it's bringing that social aspect to the whole gaming side as well. And it is a game first, so it's kind of we want to appeal to everyone on that side. So whether it's an individual that just loves gaming or whether it's a group of people getting together having fun, but then also earning money as well, or earning their cryptocurrency token of choice. And the beauty of it is, if as Cam said earlier, if you're a Sheep fan or a Doge or a Near community fan or whatever it might be, you can get reach out to them and ask them that, hey, we want to be involved with Nemesis Downfall. Let's get involved and let's create a team together, and we'll go and create a tournament, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it sounds super great, and I can see this being as a huge opportunity to onboard new people to crypto, right? Because most gamers, and professional gamers, they're not all 17-year-olds, right? Some of them are in their 30s already, and they might actually be familiar with crypto, right? So if maybe they didn't have a chance to get involved, well, guess what? They can jump in on your game, and they'll get a wallet. And I forgot to ask this, but I'm guessing the wallet will be non-custodial, so people will get like their seed and everything. So it's going to be like your crypto wallet, right?
Yeah. So the privacy and storage stack is going to be taken care of by Arcana, which is one of our partners. So that the whole basically we're just making it as seamless and as simple as we possibly can, as Cam alluded to at the beginning, and said at the beginning, just to take the whole of that side out of it and get involved in the gaming first, and then the wallet, the seed phrase, all the rest of it will be there. And we're lining up some other partners possibly to do with it. Can't obviously tell you more, but it might be really exciting times with what we've got planned on that side as well. So.
Yeah, I can agree, and the social aspect is a pretty big deal. And I also saw that further down the line for version 2, you're actually planning into turning it into an MMORPG. So that's going to bring a whole new level of social integration on its own, right? So I'm guessing this will be probably later down the line, but it's something that can push this a lot further, like where you can have huge outdoor areas of PvP, people just running around trying to sort of kill each other, break their bases and all that. So it can be like a huge sandbox for people to jump in. It starts off as a shooter game, but it builds into a full-scale metaverse from what I'm seeing here. So it's really exciting.
Yeah, that's exactly the plan. You hit the nail on the head. And at this time, I'd just like to encourage everyone to go to our website. If you haven't yet, it's nemesisdownfall.com, nemesisdownfall.com. And you can kind of follow along here with our pitch deck, and you can look at the skins and just take a look at how good, the art looks. And, you can really get a feel for the quality of this game by just going to our website, nemesisdownfall.com. And I'd also like to mention that we're going to be doing a huge giveaway, and the details of that giveaway are going to be following this call. So we're going to be giving away 1 million Nemesis tokens, and there are a lot of people on this call, so all of you are hearing about it first. So be ready for that announcement. Follow all of our socials, and you can take advantage of getting some of those free tokens, because let's face it, there's no battle royales out there in the crypto space right now. We're going to be the first one, and we have the team here to make it an incredible battle royale. So picture Fortnite, picture Call of Duty Warzone, picture Halo, and you're playing for rewards. It's going to be incredible. Everybody's going to play it. We anticipate this being the most popular game in the space within a 1.5 year period. And we have an incredible marketing plan to take us there. Next month, we're going to be, no one knows this yet either, but we did get billboards on Wall Street, and on Times Square at the NASDAQ. So we have some connections at the NASDAQ. We're going to be getting those billboards. We're going to be appearing on Fox Business and Bloomberg to talk about the project. So it's going to be great. And I'm so happy to have all of you here with us today to learn about the project, to take advantage of our giveaway, and to get involved, as players. But circling back a little bit, we're talking about the PvE version. And that's an incredibly substantial undertaking. It takes a lot of resources to make a game like World of Warcraft, to make a massive kind of metaversal game. You mentioned sandbox. It takes a lot of people, it takes a lot of money and a lot of time. And, to take it to that step, that requires us obtaining those resources. And we're going to get there through what we're doing with the Battle Royale side, because it's frankly going to be so popular. So that's going to allow us, the capital, the people, the personnel, all the resources necessary to develop something that's an incredible PvE expansion to the map. Now, the Battle Royale starts on Trinity Island, which is kind of the first zone that we have. And that's going to be specifically for the Battle Royale. But the plan is, as you said, going into next year, to start developing the PvE side of the game, which is going to be very similar to something like World of Warcraft, but it's going to be metaversal. So you're going to be able to complete quests in this metaverse. You're going to be able to, say, raid other people's bases with your team, take all the loot there. All that loot's going to be NFTs. The base that you take over is going to be an NFT. You can control it. You can sell it on a marketplace. The Nemesis token is going to have a lot of economic value in that PvE zone. So it's going to open up a whole new economy. And it's really going to be incredible. So we're very excited about that. But of course, we have to focus on the Battle Royale first to take it to that step.
Yeah, definitely. It's something that can be built in a lot of ways, and it's like you said in the beginning. People have no idea what goes on in the background and what it takes to actually put forward a stable product, something fun for people to play, right? And as you've mentioned, normally we get a lot of people asking, yeah, but where do they get the money? Where do they do? Well, there's multiple revenue streams from just what you've told us, right? And I was reading on the website that there's going to be some fees on the entries, and then you'll allow some advertising and other people to sort of integrate their NFTs into your ecosystem. So there are a lot of ways that this can move forward in a fast and very agile way from what I'm seeing. And maybe you can give us a. I know we got excited, talked about a game, and I don't want people raising their hands asking about tokenomics and all that. So maybe you can give us a sort of breakdown on how the funding is going on. Have you had a seed round? Are you looking to raise more? What sort of stage are you at right now?
Yeah, sure. So we have a pretty unique situation here in that we've already funded our prototype, and believe it or not, it's a self-funded project with the exception of one significant VC, which is Big Brain Holdings. And we only, we got the deal with Big Brain very early on. We actually started fundraising in January, right before that market crash in January. And I think everybody remembers that, but it was really the first week in January we started, and within that first week we had funded the prototype, which is going to be released on May 1st. So it was a very seamless process, and Big Brain has been an excellent partner. They're so great. They were one of the first backers of Star Atlas. They were an early investor in Solana, an early investor in Near. So they've been tremendous for us, and obviously they know quality. Just go to bigbrain.holdings, and you can see all the projects that they were involved in at an early stage. And they were involved in us at an early stage. So we're very proud of that relationship that we have with them. And So we're self-funded. We have 3 angel investors on the direct team, that have funded the remainder of the prototype, which is set to be released on May 1st. And our philosophy is that we're not going to keep raising money. We're not going to keep raising money now, because we'd be selling off, at a lower valuation. We want to start raising money again once we have the prototype launched, because at that point, people will be playing the game. We'll have a product out. We'll have a lot more legitimacy. We know how good the game is, and we'll start raising money at a higher valuation when the game is released.
Yeah, I can. I mean, this sort of thing gets me excited, right? Because you don't see people every day coming in here saying, you know what, we've paid for the prototype, we've paid for this. We're not looking for your money. We're just here to show you that we're building something amazing, and if you like it, get involved. And this kind of sentiment goes a long way. And I know we haven't mentioned yet that we're just getting ahead of ourselves with talking about the game, but you're looking at being on Ethereum and Polygon. So I'm guessing the Polygon aspect will be more for the NFT side, and then the Ethereum for the token. Is that right? Or
Actually, for both the in-game token and the NFTs, we're looking to be on, namely Polygon, at least for the in-game NFTs. However, Jake is working on some ways to include Ethereum on the NFT side, because, I mean, let's face the facts that, the majority of NFT volume is currently on the Ethereum side. So, would actually like to take advantage of some of that volume. A lot of our Ethereum tokens are going to be the ones that are trading on the centralized exchanges, right? Just because Polygon fees are so low and Ethereum gas fees are high. So, our thought is, we want to tap into both sides of the equation, but let's get those Ethereum tokens on the centralized exchanges where there are no fees to trade them. And let's keep the Polygon tokens for the game.
yeah, that sounds like a very fair way of going about it. And I was also reading that the game is going to be for PC and iOS, but I think I was reading that you're actually looking to later down the line create a mobile version and have an esports team and probably real life events. So that's all sounds like super exciting.
Yeah, I don't know if Jake wants to comment a little bit on that technical side, but I think that.
Yeah, I mean, we're using the Unity game engine, so obviously it basically supports all platforms. Even like later down the line, we could consider going to console as well, Xbox and PlayStation. So yeah, the tech is definitely there for us to expand as much as we can. At the moment, we're just going to focus on PC and really try to do that market well before we move on. But I'm sure in the future we'll publish to a lot of other platforms.
Yeah, it sounds good. I mean, if you manage to get on consoles, that would be huge. I know some of these, like places like Steam, they're a little, if I don't know, a little iffy about crypto and all that, but I think they'll come around, to be honest, because there's no way of staying out of billions of dollars in the industry, and people getting excited about this because sure, it's nice to play a game for fun, but here you can play a game for fun and not only win some nice NFTs and brag to your friends. It doesn't have to be holding an NFT because it's worth $1,000. It could be a badge of honor for some of these professional players, right? So this is super exciting for me. So I see we have some hands up here, and I want to go to community questions. But before I do that, is there something that you guys wanted to highlight that I've missed, or maybe we didn't go in depth enough?
Yeah, can I just maybe put in a few words about our communications and marketing, because we've been talking about the way that we want to appeal to both crypto people and gamers, and so basically we'll be doing just that. We're trying to build a legit community of people that will be invested in the game and probably playing it, and this is why we'll be ramping up our communication and marketing to try and get people on our Discord and build guilds, build community, like with actual involvement from people. And to do that, we'll try all along the game development process, we'll try getting people involved as much as we can, and take them with us, by telling them what we're doing, what the game development looks like. And we already started that. We published articles to try and explain to people how we develop the gameplay, and we'll keep doing that. And we hope that that way we'll get people interested in the game and following us all through the year until we can launch the full game. So that's also, I think, important for the community building side.
Yeah, definitely, and I see great potential to onboard, well, like I said, new people into crypto. Basically, people that have no
Storytellers of the
previous experience, and gamers are, well, there's a lot of gamers out there, right? So this could be potentially super huge. And also, I was looking at some of the graphics, some of the concept art, and all that, and it actually looks super cool. It's a mix. Like, if you guys haven't checked out the website, go check it. It's nemesisdownfall.com, right? You'll see some great art there. It's a sort of an integration. It's not super, I don't even know how to put it. It's not super eye candy. It's not childish or anything like that, but it has some really cool aspects to it. So make sure you check that out. Okay, let me unmute some people from the community here and see what they have to ask, and then I'll get back to my questions later if we still have time. So we got Syed Rahmat. Go ahead, Syed.
Yeah, thank you, Akti. So on your pitch deck, I've read that PvP battle royal, in which players will be placed in a team and tasked to explore the ruins of Trinity Island for Trier while destroying enemy players. You also mentioned about it. I was wondering that how many total players will be there in a single battle royal match?
We don't currently have like an exact number, and what we'll probably look at doing is having options for the players as we grow our community. But typically these games are around 80 to 100 in size, so that's what we'll expect. And we'll probably end up doing some smaller games for people that want to kind of pay a fee but have more of a chance of winning, but a lower amount. And then actually I really like the idea we discussed before of having like tournaments, so you could pay like $10 to go into a tournament of games, and you might play 5 to 10 games in a row, but obviously that would multiply your prize by a huge amount, so then people can end up winning kind of life-changing money through the game.
Okay, got it. And will there be only, have you decided up that will there be only two teams in the battle royal version, or many teams consisting of two or more than two players?
We'll go down the many team route, so we might have like 10, say if we had 100 players, it might be like 20 teams of 5.
Okay, got it. So for Battle Royale, there will be only one map as it's in the Fortnite, and regular updates will be there depending on the seasons.
Yeah, so we're going to start with one map to begin with. We might consider adding more maps down the line. Obviously, we'll work with the community and listen to what the players want. But the idea is to build from that and build a more persistent world. So then we'll be looking into more of like a MMO style game where players have bases within a persistent world, and they're kind of gathering resources to build their base and defend it from other teams. And you'll be able to go and raid other players' bases. So if any of you have played a game like Rust, it will be kind of similar to that, where there'll be like a ongoing game world.
Okay, so these updates will come exclusive with the Nemesis pass, or they will be available to all the players?
Sorry, which parts?
Your map updates, I mean, will they come exclusive with the Nemesis pass, or they will be available to all the players?
Anything related to the world or maps will be available to anyone.
Okay, okay. Moving to my next question, I was wondering, depending on your server, have you decided that your which will be your server and how many total players will be able to play simultaneously?
Yeah, so we're going to use our own Linux servers. We've already got one, and then we're going to build a system which will allow us to deploy live servers kind of as and when it's needed. So we won't ever be limited by, let's say, if lots of players logged in and started playing, we'd have a system that automatically deploys new servers and runs the game on that server. So a lot of big web services like Amazon support systems like this. So we'll never run short of servers.
Okay, got it. That will be really great. Moving to my final question. So on your pitch deck, it's mentioned about modular weapon building system. So I want to understand that attachments of the weapon will be also a separate NFTs, right? And when the players attach them to the weapons, will they become a single NFT, and they will still remain the separate NFTs?
So that's exactly correct. Each modular part of a weapon will be an NFT that you can find in the free-to-play version of the game. You can then either attach them to your own weapons or sell them on the marketplace to other players. But one thing we will do is if you attach your, say, a grip to one of your weapons to improve its, improve the aim and reduce recoil, then you'll have to burn that NFT and it will create a new unique NFT for that weapon. So the idea is to get people to burn NFTs to build like the ultimate weapons that they want. And then some people might just play to buy NFT parts and build weapons and sell them on. So there'll be a whole like economy based around the weapons and building them.
Yeah, it makes sense. And best of luck. It's the first time I've seen a real game in the crypto space, and that's really great to see. Excited for this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That means a lot because we're obviously very passionate about this game. So thanks.
Great, thank you. Let's see. Let's move to Shannon. Shannon, you have a question? You have to unmute your mic, Shannon.
Okay, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear
we
me?
can hear you. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, good. I just wanted to see if I could get like a general answer as far as like how the trading is going to take place in the game. Is that going to be like if you want to trade with a friend, can you do so in game? I don't know if like someone wants to go into like detail about how like maybe trading with friends or with someone that you want to offer something to that you own as an NFT. Is that going to take place in the game, or is it going to be like an external marketplace where you put things up, or is there going to be like a shop in game where you can go to and people on the server put stuff up for sale? How does that work?
I'll give a quick answer and maybe Cam might want to explain, but we want the game to be friendly to gamers and not people with experience of using exchanges and things like that. So we want to have all of the functionality for building weapons and trading them within the game, just so it's like any other game that exists, like World of Warcraft or something like that. But obviously then we would like to have the option for people to take their NFTs and things and take them to exchanges or platforms like OpenSea and sell them on there as well. So hopefully we'll have both.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, Sharon, for the question. Let's move on to Venice. Venice, do you have a question?
Yeah, thank you so much, Hector. I have a couple of the questions to ask from the Nemesis Downfall team. Um, as we need, uh, as we need to find NFTs and other useful things in the game. I wonder if there is a player who has collected some useful items and then he got killed in the game. Then is it possible for the person who killed him collects all the things that Deadman has collected?
So we're gonna kind of test the game and see what works and what people enjoy the most, because one thing we don't want is people spending huge amounts on NFTs and losing them all. So what we'll probably have is some kind of system where you bring your own weapons into the game, and those weapons that you have brought into the game you'll keep if you die, but anything that you find within the game you won't keep until you escape or win the game. So that means if someone kills you in the game, they will only get drops that you have received within the items that you've got since starting the game.
Okay, and will it be a bigger map like we have in PUBG, and that all the players are scattered around that map? Perhaps they are far away from each other.
I've not played PUBG myself. I don't know if Charlie could answer that.
Can I have the question repeated, please?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that how much bigger map is like? Is it like we have in PUBG a bigger map where all the players are scattered around the map, they can be far away from each other. So
Yeah.
are they scattered?
Yeah, so the map's going to be fairly large. We're going to do some play tests to see, different ways of bringing the characters or the players together, as because we're on the fence if we want to try to do like a restrictive zone section or more of a bounty kind of section, like or mechanic. So, Warzone has both, where it's like restricting the zone, and then they also have a bounty where it will show like a a section of the map where that player might be, or that. And so we're kind of playing with that right now based on the map size. But our map right now that we currently have, Trinity Island, will be fairly large, and I would say it would be on the scale of PUBG, maybe on the side, like PUBG and Fortnite have a very similar map size. So I think it both would be. I think we would compare ours to Fortnite and PUBG.
Okay, and I have one last question to ask. As I was going through your white papers, and I read that in Nemesis Downfall V2, I read players can also rent property in the game. So I want to know what will the person can do who gets the property on rent. Can he start some kind of business, or what kind of things he can do with that property?
Yeah, I think those are some things that we're exploring. Everything kind of relating to the PvE version 2 of the game is exploratory at this point. However, I think that's a very unique concept that we've kind of developed, and that we're looking into implementing, because wouldn't that be something else? We developed this incredible economy through the battle royale, and it gets even better. And obviously it's going to get better in the PvE version because of the different opportunities that will await in the PvE version. And I don't think it's out of the question to create somewhat of a rental market with a metaverse rental market within the game. As far as specifics right now, I can't answer that question with accuracy.
Yeah, but I have been in your AMA, and your game is, I can say your game is wonderful. You have unique features, and I'm really hyped for it. So I'm looking forward to play it, and thank you so much.
Kind of
Thank
you
you.
to say. Thank you.
Thanks for the questions, Venice. Yes, some people tend to get excited. We've discussed this, that there's some things are coming faster, some a little bit later, but people like to jump the gun. Like you tell them we have NFTs, and they'll ask you, when are you gonna take us to the metaverse, right? So,
I
okay, let's see. We have Ali Al Gamil here also with his hands up. Ali, do you have a question?
Thank you, sir. I have just one question about the game.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay, my question is about play and earn. There is too many projects have same idea, play and earn. It, I will be honest. So there is too many projects like that. What's the special in your game? What you have different about the another project? If you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more that there are too many projects that are presenting themselves as play to earn games. But you have to remember that our game is really going to be on another level than everything else that's out there. I'd encourage you to go to our website, watch our trailer, check out our Medium articles. Again, it's nemesisdownfall.com. You can find all of our links there. I highly recommend everyone go to nemesisdownfall.com and, go to our YouTube, go to our social media pages. You'll see right away that we're playing, in a totally different league than all of these other games. As our previous gentleman who, he said, I'm happy to see a real game coming to the play to earn space. Ali, this is going to be a real game. It's going to be something that's similar to, what you're playing on consoles. It's going to be like Call of Duty, Fortnite, Halo, games like that. Which, you know, I can't think of one game that's going to be as good as Nemesis Downfall is in the play to earn space. So that's going to separate us right away.
and
Can I just?
Oh.
I'll let you go, Charlie.
Yeah, I'll just, and then Jake, you can go. The one thing I'll say too is our NFTs. This is a term I've been kind of like throwing around just offhandedly, but our NFTs are going to have utility, right? A lot of NFTs today are just profile pictures, JPEGs, and even in the games that are currently out on the market, a lot of them don't have any kind of utility for the game itself. So our NFTs are going to have utility within our game, and that's very unique and different than what any other play to earn game it currently has.
So yeah, what I wanted to say was, I think like play to earn is a big buzzword that's thrown around in the space, but I think what cryptocurrency and blockchain will really bring to gaming is just giving people and players power and control over the assets that they earn in the game. So, for example, if you pay for a skin in Fortnite now, that money goes straight to the developers and you can't ever really sell that asset again. But that is an asset that you should own yourself. So our key goal is more to make things decentralized and really just give players control over the assets that they have in the game. And we vision that game assets are assets and they're things that are worth money, and in the future, in 5 or 10 years, people will really come to realize that things that you own online digitally are worth just as much as owning a house or car in real life.
I can definitely mimic that sentiment, Jake. I know a lot of people are saying, yeah, play to earn this, play to earn that. But if you take a look at Nemesis Downfall and you read, you get involved, you listen to this team talk, you'll understand that this is not your average mobile gacha game or whatever gimmick some people are trying to put out. This is an actual product that is not only viable, but it will tap in the multi-billion-dollar market. So I'm really excited to have you guys here. And um, we're nearing the end here, so maybe you guys can leave us with a bang. Tell us, like, say I'm someone listening into the AMA and I want to get involved. What sort of the timeline? What can I expect in the next few weeks and few months? When can I buy the token? When can I get the NFTs? And yeah, what's the best way to jump in right now?
Yeah, definitely. So we have a great launch plan that we're rolling out. We're going to be doing a couple of launch pads for the token in April. As I said earlier on the call, our billboards are going to start running in Manhattan, Times Square, April 1st. We're going to have some great interviews with Fox Business, with Bloomberg. But like I said, we have a couple really good launch pads set up. So go to our social media pages. Follow us on Twitter for all, the relevant announcements. Go to our website, nemesisdownfall.com. After this call, we're going to be announcing a giveaway, 1 million Nemesis tokens. We're going to be giving away. It's very simple to get involved in that. So if you want to join our community, stay tuned for all those announcements. Make sure to participate in the giveaway. And our prototype launch is going to be on May 1st. So you're going to be able to hop into this game and play it on May 1st. And then the following day on May 2nd, we're going to be launching our IEO on Bitmart. So now's the time. We have a great rollout plan. Marketing's going to start ramping up. We kind of just started getting into marketing this week, and it's really going to be explosive as we get towards the end. And if you're interested at all in getting involved with our company, Nemesis Studios, don't hesitate to reach out. We're always looking for great people who are passionate like we are about gaming and about this game and about this vision. So we're very excited, and thank you so much for having us again. And I don't know if Jake or Charlie, Bav or Raf want to say anything.
No, I think you summed it up. Yeah, just keep just look out on our socials with the giveaway. And yeah, we've got a really exciting next couple of weeks, and with the prototype coming up, as Cam said, you'll be able to play and see the game and see what we're really doing. And following our Medium articles, you see all the stages and development process as we've gone along from the first initial stage to how it then evolves into the playable demo. So yeah, it's an exciting journey, and we want as many of you to be part of it as would like to be. So yeah, come and join us.
And as Baf said, and as I said earlier, we're looking to build a great community. So we have a Discord, we have a Telegram, we have a Twitter, and we will use all of these to keep entertaining people, keep showing them the game, keep getting people also to try the game when we start with the alpha and beta testing, maybe. And so we'll keep it live through the year as we develop the game. So for anyone that is interested in getting to understand how a great game is made and be part of it, make sure you follow us, make sure you come talk with us. We have a special program. I'm not sure you can call it a program, but it's the Nemesis Militia, where we will be rewarding people that actually help us promote the game with tokens and future in-game NFTs. So for anyone who looks to be involved, more than just waiting around, feel free to join us in the Nemesis Militia. And yeah.
Great stuff, guys. Great stuff. Yeah, I really enjoyed talking to you guys today. It looks like you guys have a super strong roadmap ahead of you. And I mean, May 1st, I'll be jumping in on that prototype. The prototype that's already been paid for. Remember, guys, right? How many times do you see stuff like that happening, right? So if that doesn't tell you anything, I don't know what will. So it's been really awesome talking to you guys today. Thank you all for coming, and thank you to our community for joining. And the chat is still locked. the official website is nemesisdownfall.com. Make sure you check it out. And there's a really good pitch deck right there. They have Medium posts up, and get involved in the community, the Twitter, the Telegram, everything. Hit them up. I'm sure if you guys still have questions, they'll be more than happy to answer all your questions. So thank you everybody for coming today. This has been really amazing.
Yeah, thanks, Acti. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. And we're gonna have a quick spin here as well for 2 lucky winners that have joined the AMA. And I'll have to. Oh, Dizzle's on top of it already. There we go. We have the the wheel up already, guys. So Dizzle's gonna do 2 spins for our participants here, and each will win 50 BUSD, I think. And Mr. Dizzle, I think your mic is muted. If you wanted to.
Yeah, it's always muted when I